What's a Britney song from her album Blackout that you think should have been a single? Now, this era is always so interesting to talk about because this album was made during the height of Britney's personal problems, but the album would later become one of her most critically acclaimed albums. But her personal woes likely the reason we only got 3 singles from this album: Gimme More, Piece of Me, and Break the Ice. But drop me a comment, let me know what song is your choice. So the album Blackout came out on October 25th, 2007. The lead single, Gimme More, came out weeks before, on August 31st, 2007. The song was a pop dance song, and it had some EDM influence. It felt and sounded a lot darker than her earlier stuff. Now the song and the album were a big deal because this was Britney's first full-length album since 2003's In the Zone. It also gave birth to Britney's now infamous catchphrase. Britney's first and then only performance of the song happened at the 2007 MTV VMAs. The performance would go down in history though for all the wrong reasons. Britney criticized for her weight, her hair, and outfit, and well, for seeming to be overall just pretty disconnected from the performance. Many fans would later, in retrospect, praise the performance for fitting the darker mood of the album. The second single was Piece of Me. That came out on November 27th, 2007. The song's got that kind of electro dance pop sound, and Britney's vocals also stand out. They're really heavily synthesized and her pitch is shifted a lot. It was a bold move that at the time was heavily criticized, but later would influence other pop artists for years to come. The song is also a big deal because it was one of the first times that through her music that Britney seemingly talked about all the drama that, well, was her life. The song's lyrics painting that media scrutiny that Britney received during this time. The song's music video also not shying away from that topic and showing the media obsession over Britney. The album's third and last single was Break the Ice. That came out March 3rd, 2008. It's also got that electro pop kind of sound, but it's also got some more R&B kind of style in it. Fun fact, Radar was actually supposed to be, or was originally planned to be, the album's third single, but the record label went with Break the Ice after a poll on Britney's website. For the music video, Britney released an animated one, showing her as a superhero female vixen of sorts breaking into a laboratory. Now, the choice for an animated music video making it very clear that Britney was done with this album and that her personal problems had truly taken over. Years later, we would finally get some live performances of this song. Britney included the song in her setlist of her Vegas residency. The song was also set to be featured in her new Vegas residency, Domination, before it was canceled in December 2018. Now to the song or songs that I think should have been a single. Now there's some obvious standouts on this album like Radar, which like I mentioned earlier was a contender, and we would get Radar on another album as a single, and we'll talk about that later. I also really like the songs Get Naked, I Got a Plan, and Toy Soldier. Now those songs also really fitting the more mature themes of Britney's work at the time, and it also helped to usher in more of that unique kind of electro pop sound she was going for. But what I really wished, most of all, is that this era would have played out without Britney's personal life taking over. I'm working on a much deeper dive of this album and this era. It's a really important one to talk about because Britney's work is what some would call, if not like her best work ever, despite all the personal problems. And it's work that she was in charge of for the first time ever. It's also work that would influence and change the pop music world for years to come. And the years leading up to this era also gave birth to another completely different album. An album that never even saw the light of day. If you're a fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And well, we'll talk about that later. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, my friends.